God drunk off
With Luton Town now being in the Premier League, we are going to go ahead and do a series alongside the Youth Academy with them here. They are now in the Premier League alongside Sheffield United and then Burnley, who is at the top of the table right now. We have already got a little bit deep into the career mode, in which we started with 23 million, but we're actually up to 32 million now because we have sold a couple of players. Clark got sold for 1.65 million. Shea got sold for 540k. Burt got sold for 1.75 million. Muskie got loaned out to Allianz Sport. I think it's actually a loan to buy as well. And then Woodrow got sold for 1.5 million. So we are up to 32 million now. And now the theme of this career mode is we are going to play with a 4-2-3-1 for the most part. I'm going to go ahead and bring in one player that is over the age of 28, and they'll kind of be the veteran to kind of like lead the squad. And then if we bring in anyone else, at least for the first couple of seasons, it'll be from anywhere from 16 to 23 years old or younger. Well, 23 and younger pretty much. And we'll bring them in and see what they can do. Now, they did sign Chong like a week or two ago. I actually can't sign him right now in this career mode because I don't have my mods on, so I actually can't sign him. And when something like this was too important to sell, I could easily fix that if I had mods on, which I won't have mods on by the time this video goes out. So therefore, we will not go after Chung quite yet, so it won't be realistic too much, and honestly, this series isn't going to be realistic. I do have many options on here. We have Andre Gomez and Seaman as goalkeeper options. Now, Andre Gomez is a very decent goalkeeper and a very young goalkeeper that will grow rapidly. Seaman could just be as a backup. I want to bring in Livermento as a right back. Now, Egan, Pinnock, where's the other guy? Enoch, Pinnock, Freddie, and Lopez, and even more are the options I'm going after over for the 28 or up players, but we'll look into that later. We have Sesko from Salzburg, who is a very good young striker. We have Schoenlerp, who's actually might be on his way to Man United if that's the right player. Gabri Vega, Sule, Chong, obviously, Vermeeren, Kirk's at left back, Diamande, a great center back from Sporting. He actually played very good against Arsenal, especially in that second leg when we got knocked out. And obviously these two, Livermento and the So we are actually going to have to go after possibly one of these players who got load. So if we do bring in Lopez, he would be our striker. He is a decent striker. But honestly, I'm leaning towards not getting a striker and maybe trying to get a center back into the squad and have some veteranish there. Now, when it comes to the Youth Academy and the youth staff, I'm not going to touch this at all. I don't want anything to do with Youth Academy players after dealing with it through the Youth Academy series. We are going to not do that. We are done with Youth Academy players for sure. We might sign some on later on in the career modes if the series even goes that long, but I'm not going to go out my way and looking for them. They will just have to kind of show up and be good enough to be brought into the team. If you are enjoying this, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. We are close to 2,500 subs. My goal is to reach 5K by the end of the year. It's looking unlikely, I can't lie, with less than 5 months to go, really 4 months to go. I need 3 more K subs. That's not looking likely. So go ahead and leave a like, share this video, send it to your friends, and let's see what we can do in this career mode and see if we can make Luton survive the Premier League. And we have made our first signing of the summer. Andre Gomez from Benfica, the goalkeeper I showed you, has walked into the club for 1,050,000, something like that, on 2.3k wages. So he actually kind of tripled his wages. He was on 430, just plain 430, now on 2.3 or 3.3, something like that. He will join Luton Town here. Now, he might not instantly start, but he will obviously overtake the goalkeeper spot eventually. But Andre Gomez will join the squad, and he'll be our first signing of the summer. And the second signing of the summer is walking through the front doors. Benjamin Sesko from RB Salzburg will join the squad for one of our strikers, plus I think it was 6.8 million, somewhere around there, and then the 2% sell-on clause, so it's completely fine there. We will go ahead and bring him in, and he will be our star striker for probably the majority of this series, unless we get a major offer from him from one of the big clubs in European football. But Sesko will join the squad here, and he'll be our new #1 striker. And strengthening our defense by bringing in young Hungarian Milos Kirks. He will join the squad for one of our other left backs, plus 6 million as well. This time at 16% sell-on clause. So if we are to sell him on in the future, they will take a big chunk out, they'll take a decent chunk out of the profit margins. But he will join as our new left back, and our defense gets a new replacement and a better replacement. And the Sporting CP center back that absolutely dominated Arsenal in the second leg of the Europa League last season joins Luton Town for a whopping 3.2 million. 3.2 million for a great center back that will last us at least 5 years, and then his value will be around 60+ million easily for him. He will join the squad here at Luton, and this team is starting to take a little bit of some shape. We are close to the first game of the season, and we say goodbye to Adebayo. He has left to Lens for 3.55 million, and that actually means we have no backup striker anymore. I forgot I accepted that deal before signing Sesko with the other striker. So we only have Sesko and Pepe. We might have to go sign a cheap, very cheap backup striker now, or we just accept Pepe as our backup striker. And we say hello, blah, 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 blah. We say hello to young Juventus midfielder, right winger. Actually forgot his name, but he is joining on the squad for a 1-year loan to buy deal, which could be worth to 6.5 million at the end of the season if we are to buy him. Now we might not even have the funds to buy him. And Sonley Bradley has been sold. That is not who he brought in, but he has been sold. Is it going to show us who we bring in? Matthias Sule, he will join. Now he is technically going to be Chong's replacement in our team, as we can't sign Chong because they don't want to sell us Chong. So he'll be our new right mid for now. We are also looking to bring in a couple more players. We are 5 days out away from the Premier League start day, and we are going to go ahead and bring in another midfield, Viega from Celta Vigo. He will join on just a straight loan deal for this season. So he will be here for 1 season, and he'll go back to Celta Vigo. And then whether or not he does good enough, we'll see if we go back after him next season. But we are strengthening our midfield just slightly with Gabri Viega. And I might sound like a broken record, but welcome to the club, another Benfica player, Andreas. I don't know how to say his last name, but the Schoenlober guy, he will join from Benfica. I butchered that last name so bad. It's going to be so hard to try and pronounce that. For 4.15 million, no sell-on clause. He is here now at Luton Town for the next 5 seasons. And our left mid spot has finally picked up a decent option. And I'm noticing our bench is incredibly weak. So this might be one struggle of a season. And we might have to look at free agents possibly. And we bring in a kind of last second finding of a center back. This is a 28 or older player, so he is a veteran to be brought into the squad, and it's Barbara from Pisa. He will join for 2.1 million, and he will be our new left-footed center back going alongside Diamande on the right-hand side. Our defense is pretty much set besides a right back, in which I'm going to have to wait another week for to go in there. But Barber will join for very cheap from Pizza, and he will join for 2.1 million. First game of the season, and we are going against Wolves, the team that nearly survived relegation last season. Actually, I think they did quite well at the end of the season. Our team is, as it stands, Sesko at striker, the Benfica guy at left mid, a natural Cam that we haven't replaced yet at Cam, Sule as right mid, Nakamba and Vega in the midfield, Kirks, Barber, Diamande as our new 3 out of 4 in the back, with Drama at right back, and then Ethan Horvath at goalkeeper. Now, Horvath obviously not at Luton Town anymore. He went back to Manchester City after a loan deal. So we are going to kind of maybe release him, maybe not. But we are going to keep him for now and let the other goalkeeper just kind of develop over the course of the season. And by the time next season, he will instantly replace him and kind of not miss anything out on. As far as the objective goes, we are not going to go ahead and do any objectives. I'm just going to do a straight up plain old career mode. If you do enjoy this, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what team you want me to start. EAFC 24. I did a vote the the other day, it was majority right now as it stands, majority Burnley. However, I do typically do Arsenal at the beginning. So I might do a very, very mini Arsenal series and then do Burnley straight off the rip right after that, because the Arsenal one should really only take 1 to 2 seasons max before we win the league and the Champions League. As Sule is going down the right-hand side, and he'll cross it into Sesko. The initial shot was kind of a cross, and then Schernup's shot was also a cross, and which the keeper palms out for a corner. That was a shot by Schernup. All he had to do was kind of tap it in, and he absolutely whiffed it. But we do have a corner here. Sule on the corner. Sesko for the header. No. Second ball. I have penalties on still. I'm going to have to turn penalties off after this game, because we are going to get kind of a lot of penalties in this area in the penalty box with that, because that's not a penalty at all. He did not do that on purpose. I mean, knowing some refs on the Premier League, they would do that. But realistically, they wouldn't give that as a penalty. But I'm going to go ahead and take it, because we're going to need all the help we need this season. And Sesko is our penalty taker off the rip. And Jose Sa, ball don't lie. I have not scored a penalty. I've missed 5 penalties in a row in this game now. Sule on the corner. Sesko on the cross again, cleared. Diamande has opportunity to absolutely bang it, and as a center back, it's always a long shot when that happens. Sesko's in the middle. Sesko has an easy turn. He's got to turn off his defender. He will. Sesko with the shot, dragged wide. Taremi, he's going to break through both of our defenders. Out wide now. Drama nowhere to be seen. The cross back in. Keeper doesn't save, and Wolves have the lead. And not scoring that penalty is coming back to bite me in the butt. We're down 1-0 to Wolverhampton Wolves. Now Vega. Now Sesko. Sesko near post. Blocked out for a corner. Sule on said corner. Sesko to win the header. No. Second ball cleared, and that will be halftime. Down 1-0 to Wolves. Diamande intercepted by Mateus Nunez. However, was blocked the shot. Sule crossed in for Sesko, headed out wide. Vega on the second ball, won't win it. It'll be Mateus Nunez to pick it up. But Sule is going down the right-hand side. It's all Sule. He's getting slow, getting caught up. The shot blocked. Schneider on the rebound blocked as well.
Well, they can keep possession
and nothing will amount to that. And our second best opportunity of the game amounts to nothing. We'll lay it off for Kirks. Kirks will lay it off for the Wolves defender, and they will clear it, and that will be game over. We lose our first game of the season in the Premier League. Down 1-0 to Wolves. Time to finish up this transfer window maybe and try and bring in some more squad that is viable for us. And instantly after that Wolves loss, we bring in a proper cam. Welcome to the club, Pafundi. From, actually don't even know where I bought him, but it was around 3 million, around that mark. And he will join in, very young, very good, very fast as well for him being 16 years old. We'll bring him in from Udinese for 2.6 million. And he'll be our new #1 cam for this team. And welcome to the club, Ivan Fresnada for 3 million from Valladolid to Luton Town. He'll be our new right back. We go ahead and switch our focus from Livramento over to Fresnada. We just couldn't afford Livramento and other players that we wanted to bring in. So Ivan Fresnada will join the squad for 3 million. Everton at home with Fresnada in the starting 11. Let's go ahead and quick segment as we look to continue on rebuilding the squad. A 3-0 loss. And we bring in Tom Biscoff as a replacement cam for the other guy that we just bought in. He is on loan just for this season, and we are paying 100% of his wages. Unfortunately, that's what happens when you delegate a loan deal. But he will join, and he'll be a replacement for Pafundi. And he'll be just squad depth player, to be honest. We're going to have to play him quite a bit, though. That way he doesn't get recalled from loan, though. And possibly the last signing of the summer window, as we only have 3.79 million to spend. Martin Bertuna from Dynamo Zagreb will join the squad as a 74 overall 19-year-old center mid. He will join the squad. He will be alongside, possibly replacing the Kamba, but he'll definitely be alongside Mampazu. What's the other center back? What's the other center mid I bought in? I don't even know the other center mid I bought in, but he'll be alongside him as well. And so here is the team for possibly this season. Sesko at striker, Schnurderp at left mid, Profundi at cam, Sule at right mid, Baturina and Nakamba in our midfield duo, Kirks, Barber, Diamande, and Fresnada as our back line, and then Horvath in between the sticks. That is a team that we are going to go ahead and carry out for this season. When we come back, we have West Ham to kick things off, and maybe one or two more signings in the transfer window. But then Sheffield United, Chelsea, Man City. It's not going to get any easier here in the Premier League. Manchester United in the Carabao Cup as well. I will see y'all that in the Manchester United. So we have 4 games in a row against Big Six clubs. That's absolutely insane. I will see y'all for next episode. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and peace out.